Hey guys, it's Dan back with another book review. This time I'm reviewing The Patience of a Dead Man by Michael Clark. If you're not subscribed to my channel and you missed my reading blog where I gave my first impressions of this book, I'm going to have the link to that down below so you kind of get more of an impression of how I felt and how I feel about this book after having finished it yesterday. This book's main character is named Tim Russell. He's a handyman slash contractor who's just gone through a terrible divorce. He's trying to recoup some of the money he's lost to his divorce by buying a fixer-upper in New Hampshire. It's a farm property, like a big homestead, and it's got like a barn, and it's got like a pine tree grove, like a Christmas tree grove. And the only thing is, he's not aware until he actually goes there to start working on this house, and he finds out that the place is haunted by a number of different spirits. Now, one of the things I particularly enjoyed about this, and one of the things I have to say is, this was a refreshing, haunting read for me, because the last haunting I read, which is kind of popular and I think is overhyped, Haunting of Hill House, I thought was just okay. Whereas this was suspenseful, and it also didn't have all the slow parts that I found kind of aggravating and annoying with The Haunting of Hill House. This fills in those slow parts by building the mystery behind the property, behind the ghosts and spirits that haunt it. I found that to be really interesting. Also, the author introduces a slight romance between the real estate lady and Tim Russell. So Tim and Holly team up to try to solve the mystery of what exactly went down on this property. And that made it, like I said, it made it for a more suspenseful read for me. It kept me interested. I will admit, I did kind of want to start this out slow because I wanted to savor it. I really did not want this book to end. But one of the things I found really appropriate that I noticed the author started to do was near the end, the chapters became much shorter, which kind of gave you this kind of feeling that the story is ramping up, that it's starting to reach its end. I think he did a really good job of doing that. I really love the reveal about one of the spirits at the end. The twist ending, which I will admit, I read some of the reviews about this book before I finished it, and it was one of the criticisms that somebody really hated about the book, but I have to admit, I love that. I love the fact that there was a twist with one of the spirits at the end. I love that because it makes it more interesting, and it makes me want to read book 2 even more with that twist and knowing that twist. That was a mouthful. I really did enjoy this. This I think should become a classic. If you're into haunted houses, I think this is where it's at. The only thing is Mike Clark is an independent horror author. He's not as big as the Dean Koontzes and the Stephen Kings, but I really think he's worthy of praise. He did a really good job with this book. I rated this 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, I can't wait to get into reading book 2. I cannot recommend this to you guys anymore. I will have a link for those of you who live in the U.S. down below to pick this up from Amazon. Unfortunately, I did search for this book on Book Depository and wasn't able to find it. But I don't know, but you may be able to purchase a Kindle or a ebook format of this if you live outside the U.S. I'm going to have the author's link down below as well, so that way you can reach out to him if you do live outside the U.S., and perhaps he can work out something with you so you can get your hands on this book. Very good. If you haven't noticed, I have been showcasing a few more independent authors. I'm going to start doing this a little more frequently on my channel. But if you did come here looking for horror book recommendations or book recommendations, hit that subscriber button. While you're there, hit that notification bell so you're well aware of when I upload again. Like I said, guys, 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. I really enjoyed this. it was a pretty decent read. I mean, I probably could have finished it a lot sooner than I did. It's roughly around 384 pages. Intense read, guys. You guys have got to check this out. That's all I got for you. This has been Dan. You have been you. Until next time, I will be geeking out.